In this gospel reading, Mary shows Jesus respect. She is challenged by Judas for her act of generosity, but Jesus comes to her defense. Mary sees Jesus as someone special and almost sacred, and perhaps even recognizes his divinity before anyone else does. For this reason, she believes he deserves luxurious praise and attention in the form of an anointment. Jesus' teachings to treat everyone with generosity and kindness and to help those who need it the most are what make him so special. Mary demonstrates what she has learned from Jesus in the form of her compassionate actions towards him and also her understanding of how extraordinary Jesus truly is. Jesus' teachings not only made an impact on the people of his life, but also shaped the world for years to come. As a member of the 9th grade confirmation class and a participant in the church for almost 10 years, I have been able to learn about Jesus' life and lessons. I am now being asked to confirm my devotion to the Christian faith, and to do this, I must ask myself, what makes Jesus so special? Jesus performing miracles is one clear indication of him being beyond the capacity of other people. Additionally, Jesus' wisdom regarding social constructs and societal standards also illustrates his insightful awareness and revolutionary thinking. Jesus taught 2 very important commandments, which state, love God with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind, as well as love thy neighbor as you love yourself. Jesus also states that these are extremely similar, maybe even the same. Despite only beginning my journey with the Christian faith, I am capable of showing my respect to Jesus by choosing to be confirmed this month.
In the Christian faith, there are a few traits that are talked about more than selflessness. This notion of selflessness is seen throughout different areas of the Bible, such as the Sermon on the Mount, parable of the Good Samaritan, and is a main point in the teachings of Jesus. Although it may not seem like selflessness is displayed in the Gospel reading John, when Mary uses a pint of pure nard, an expensive perfume, worth 300 denarii to anoint Jesus' feet, this extravagant gift that Mary gives to Jesus is an act of her selfless devotion to Jesus. 300 denarii is a significant amount of money that would amount to a year's worth of work for an average day laborer who only earned 1 denarii a day, and would have been a significant part of Mary's inheritance. But Mary uses this extremely expensive pint of nard or perfume to anoint Jesus' feet. When one of Jesus' disciples, Judas, protests and wonders why the perfume wasn't sold and the profits given to the poor, Jesus says to Judas, "Leave her alone. She bought it so she might keep it for the day of my burial. You always have the poor with you, but you do not always have me." What do you think of when you think of selflessness? The first thing that usually comes to mind when one thinks of being selfless is meeting the needs of others before your own, and in this instance, the needs of the poor. However, Mary does not do this. Instead, she uses the perfume to anoint Jesus' feet. Mary did what she did because she had an understanding of Christ that even his disciples didn't. We don't know if Mary knew that Jesus was about to die, or if she anointed him without knowing, but she did know there was something special about him, and that he was worthy of such an extravagant gift and selfless love and devotion from her. Mary's actions make us think about our own actions. Why did she do this? And why do we do what we do? Do you serve God for the satisfaction you get from seeing the results of your work? Do you serve God because you want to look good to others and enjoy the recognition you get for your good work? Do you serve God because you want to help others and experience the gratification you get from doing that? Or do you do those things to gain feelings of satisfaction, gratification, or recognition? Or do you purely do them because of the love and devotion you have for Jesus? I had to do some research to write this sermon because this is not something I've ever done before. As I was trying to understand the meaning of the gospel, I came across a quotation that related to the Bible passage John and captured this message of selflessness. It is as follows: If Jesus is the pearl of great price and the treasure hidden in the field, then it's not a waste to sell everything you have to buy that pearl or buy that field. Jesus is worthy for you to devote all you are and all you have to him. In trying to understand the meaning of this quotation and the message of selfless devotion to Jesus that is shown by Mary in the gospel reading, I thought it may be helpful to make a comparison to what is happening in the Ukraine right now. The people of Ukraine are showing selfless devotion to their version of their pearl in the field, which is their own country and ultimately their freedom. Countless people are leaving their families to fight in this war, and many who had already safely escaped are coming back to fight, knowing they may never ever see their families again. They know they will not receive any glory for their actions, because they will likely lose their lives in this conflict. But they are making these incredible sacrifices for a greater purpose. Their love of their country and their love of freedom is so great that they are willing to give up everything they have, just as Mary demonstrated a selfless love for Jesus. Just as the people of Ukraine are willing to devote all they are and all they have to their freedom, we must devote all we have and are to Jesus. When Jesus is your treasure, you will spend your life in selfless devotion to him. Remember, as you go about your life, others may criticize you for your actions or question your actions. But as long as you believe and know you are doing what you are doing for God, nothing else will matter.